Okay, so I've been willing to do this for a while now, because I've noticed a lot of people don't get it. Right, they're missing out the entire point of the building, which is Blue Galaxy. And we're going to be talking about Blue Galaxy and what you're missing about it today, right? So when you look at my city, you would naturally think that this is a pay-to-win city, right? That I spent a bunch of money on the game. Well, in fact, I didn't. I've been playing for 9 years. First time I ever spent money on the game was last month when Echo Sanctums came out. And I'm going to talk about as well why I chose to, spend a little diamonds on it, because it's essential to the rest of this approach that I'm going to teach you today. Simply because it gives a lot of finished special productions. I've noticed that a lot of senior players, even players who have been in the game for a long time and things like that, haven't actually gotten the point of Blue Galaxy, and they're missing out on the entire benefit from it, right? And I would count it as a top 3 building in the game, right? So I would say that the most important buildings in the game are AO, Arc, and Blue Galaxy, right? And that you can live without any other building in the game except those 3, right? Because AO, because it gives critical strike, right? And critical strike is highly important for fast fighting on low attrition and for being able to fight more on high attrition, because your units do critical strike, right? And they do more damage. It's that simple. They get less damage because of it, because they kill the enemy units faster every time they crit, right? So, but this is not a video about. Surprisingly, there are players who are underestimating the value of Arctic Orangery as well, right? I recently found out that there are even some players in my guild that don't know anything about it and don't actually have the building built, right? And who we are, well, we are, Lords of War. We have quite a track record for the past 13 years, right? Guild that stood the test of time, let's call it like that. And probably one of the best guilds in existence ever, right? So, back to the story, right? Blue Galaxy. What you're missing about Blue Galaxy is fragments. The entire approach to fragments, right? So let me aid my city, just in case. I think everything is aided, but okay, so everything is already aided, right? So, right, yeah, I keep repeating that, right? I need to put it out of my vocabulary. Resolution. That's that. It's the same like resolution. You understand? So the whole point about Blue Galaxy is, of course, fragments, right? And duplicating fragments and using finished special productions, right? So where are they? Finished, here they are. Right, finished special production, and using all 15 uses on the building that you're trying to farm out, right? So what can that be? Well, for example, Zephyr's Fusion Drinks gives fragments for Metro Station, right? Metro Station is quite a decent building at the golden level for a 4x4. It doesn't require road, right? I like it. I have 4 already, and I have gotten all 4 completely free, right? On the basic 10 level, it starts giving fragments for silver, and then on silver level it gives fragments for gold, right? And with using Blue Galaxy and finished special productions, that's how you can streamline developing them faster and getting them faster to the maximum level. Same way, for example, Evergreen Hover Express gives fragments for Echo Sanctums, right? While Echo Sanctums give fragments for Earth Guardians, which are these Earth Edens actually, and Green Guardians, 3x3s, which are pretty decent for a 3x3 that doesn't require a road, right? And they even have an ascended level where the stats are actually quite sick, right? So 110 attack, which is awesome. And of course there are more buildings that do the same, right? Now this is where the advantage comes in with being a PC player over a mobile player, because sadly enough, Evo doesn't give any relevance to these kind of things, right? So these are features of the game that, in my opinion, should be standard features of the game. They should be available to everyone, not an extension, right? But FOI helper and FOI info actually provide a lot of useful information that otherwise you can't see in the game and know about at all, right? For example, how many forge points you produce daily, how many goods you produce daily, how many fragments, and what fragments do you produce, and where, in what building, right? And so on, you know, population, units, and things like that. Like, for example, this is why I deleted my level 153 Alcatraz, right? Because I'm making 900 units daily without my Alcatraz, using that same space that Alcatraz used to take, right? And Alcatraz only produced rogues. So, and things like that, right? So basically, you can always check in FOI helper here the fragments that you have, right, and what they can produce, and then you can plan your farming of fragments through Blue Galaxy. Now, many times when I talked about this in text, people ask me, what do you mean finished special productions? How do you use all 15 attempts? Like, what are you talking about, right? So let's go over it. Currently, I'm working on leveling Metro Plaza to the golden level, right? So let's see how many fragments I have currently. 45, okay. Right, so one Metro Plaza gives 5 fragments. Okay, so I might end up using all 30 attempts that I have currently. I'm going to show you anyways, right? So now I collect my Blue Galaxy, and it opens this feature in FOI helper, which is Blue Galaxy helper. You know, something that mobile players are drastically missing. And this is why there is a benefit to playing on PC over mobile. Even though I play from mobile as well at times. Right now I have a clear overview of what is produced in my city currently and ready to be collected, and in which building. And if I can't find the building, right, I can click on this and find the building, right? Again, I say this should be default features in the game, right? I don't know why they are not. It's very stupid that they are not, but I guess Eno has very bad IU designers, right? Actually UI designers, user interface designers, because they're leaving out a lot of essential stuff from the game that should be there, right? And that's why on PC extensions exist. We are going to be using, now that I collected Blue Galaxy, right, I have 15 attempts to collect Metro Plaza, right? And I'm going to use all 15 attempts on Metro Plaza, right? So I collect Metro Plaza. Then I go, right, actually I'm going to remove it like this. So Self Aid, right, I aid it. For some reason that icon doesn't update there, but I did aid it. Right, now again, finish special production, use it on Metro Plaza, right, collect Metro Plaza again. And then we go Self Aid. I need to spend my forge points. This is another stupid limitation in the game, honestly. Like, I don't know why this limitation exists. So where were we? Yeah, Metro Plaza, Self-Aid, already Self-Aid, finish special production, boom, right? Again, aid. No, I don't want to use that one. I want to use this one, sorry. Okay. Then finish special production, Metro Plaza, right? And again, Self-Aid, finish special production, collect. Right, so again, see, I'm almost there already. Finish special production, take, again, aid, finish special production, and collect. Then again, right, aid, finish special production, collect. And again, it's very confusing that it's moving the favorite items. It shouldn't, you know, the fragments should be coming in from this side, not from this side. It's stupid. What's the point of favorites if they're moving around? Again, right? So we keep repeating this. Let's see where we are with almost there, right? 6 uses left to go. Let's see. Very stupid limitation, 100 force points in your bar when your daily collection is 10k. Unbelievable. I'm drinking my coffee, by the way, if you're wondering, and my friend sitting here next to me is also drinking his coffee. Right, now, and ta-da, my golden level now is complete, right? Assemble, take Golden Plaza, Metro Golden Plaza, upgrade it to the golden level, and that's done. Now let's see what else. Celestial Golden, okay, I'm not really farming that. Winter Wonderland Pyramids, for example, they have nice blue stats and also work the same, right? So once you get the basic 10 levels, or how many it has, right, it starts giving silver fragments, and then after it gives golden fragments, plus also these recent winter event buildings also give, right? But I'm not even going to focus on that. Actually, I was wanting to do more. Let me see here for a second. Well, essentially it can be any building, right, that it has fragments of a building that I want to place in my city. But let's continue with Metro Plazas. I don't know, I like them, right? So we have 2 more uses, and now comes the fun part, right? I collect this Self Aid, finish special production. Oh, what am I supposed to swap in with MJ? Let me check. Cosmic Hydra. Okay, Cosmic Catalyst. Right, now again collect. And now I don't have any more uses, right? You would think, but for example, many people are wondering why am I pushing Blue Galaxy above level 91, because there's no extra bonus anymore, however far you push it. Well, because I make a shit ton of fort points and I don't know what to do with them, and I like to use it to double collect my Blue Galaxy so that I can actually have 30 uses instead of 15 for every time I want to spawn a building faster, right? Now the beauty of this is that even during events, right, if you fail an event, for example, and fail to get the silver or golden level building from just completing an event, you can basically get to the golden level in the same day the event finishes if you have the basic 10 levels or 12 levels that give you the first silver fragments for the silver level. So you can basically, you know, finish that extra 2 levels and bring it to golden level within 1 day of completing an event, or spawn a secondary building for totally free, you know, as soon as an event finishes. And right, you just continue the same procedure. Finish special production, and you use all 15 attempts on that building that you're farming, right? So if I wanted to farm more metro plazas, I would be eco sanctums. I would be actually collecting this, right? So and I'm already getting to the first level. Look at this madness of the next building, right? So, okay, let me get this mass self aid out of favorites. Right, okay. Ooh, actually, I think I have something that I actually want to farm. That is low level. It's a level 1 metro station, okay. So I've selected the right thing to farm. Now this is messy, I collected the wrong building, but okay. You get the point, right? First level complete. I still got 6 uses, so let's see how far I will get. Three more uses. Now, sometimes, I mean, quite often when you start doing this, you're going to run out of finished special productions, right? And then, of course, you can focus on actually the buildings that produce finished special productions to get them more, right? Or you can just simply collect the best thing that you currently have, because some buildings give random rewards and have a chance to give this or that, right? So sometimes you don't always want to collect the same building, right? Because you're not going to always get the reward that you want on that building, right? So using Blue Galaxy and using for a helper, I don't know why this isn't a feature in the game, right? But allows you to do this, right? Because otherwise you simply wouldn't be efficient enough. Most of you collect Blue Galaxy with the 5 diamond collection that I'm going to do now, right? So you collect it like this. And when you collect it like this and collect your entire city like that in 1 click, the Blue Galaxy is actually not being used efficiently, right? You're using it completely randomly on random buildings, and then you run out of finished special productions, you run out of finished supply, mass rushes and things like that. Well, when using Blue Galaxy Helper, right, and using this method, you can actually selectively farm whatever you want, right? So let's look at my city. Just a second. So I got an extra level of metro station, level 2. and 45 more fragments, and I completed the golden level here, right? So now I'm going to continue with this same procedure until I get my metro station to maximum, 5th metro station to maximum level. And that's how I got 5 of them, right? And that's how I got 4 of these babies here. That's how I got 3 of these babies here. That's how I got 36 of these babies here, right? And these, right? And these basically, if you look at, you know, classic pay-to-win city, you would think, right? Well, reality check, it's not, right? It's totally free to play. You just gotta know what you're doing and how you're doing it to get it where you need it to be, right? So, you know, the myth about Lords of War being a pay-to-win guild is a myth, right? Because most of these players here don't spend money on the game, you know. The majority of players are completely free-to-play players. They just know what they're doing in the game, and that's why they're progressing so high and standing on the top alongside pay-to-win players, right? It's as simple as that. Anyways, I hope this helped you learn something. You know, I would even buy a PC over this. You know, I can't imagine a player how he plays his game efficiently while, you know, not having extensions that, you know, should be basic features of the game, but they're not. Because otherwise, you know, how the fuck would you ever know what your current building is producing and what fragments is giving, and whether it's giving one or the other variant of the offered fragments and things like that. Maybe, you know, sees this video as well and decides to make these features basic features of the game, but they definitely should be. Anyways, yeah. Till next time. See you.